Hello and happy Thursday. Obviously, I'm not Pastor Karen Bartowski, but my name is Sabrina DeLucia. I'm the lay leader and the digital ministries coordinator here at Lima United Methodist Church. And today, I'm going to share some thoughts with you. Karen is doing some duties that nobody really wants to do right now. And she lost her father this past Sunday. He did pass away and is now entering the gates of heaven. And she is taking care of herself and her family. So I volunteered to jump in here and share some thoughts with you today. As I think about her dad, Tom Ellison, it really gets me to thinking about how grateful I am to have certain people in my life. And it goes back to some of the things that Karen's been saying in her previous Thoughtful Thursdays about gratitude. As we enter into this month of Thanksgiving, it's good to think back at what we're truly thankful for. Now, of course, there's lots of things on social media like post every day something you're thankful for until the first day, until Thanksgiving, all those sorts of things. But when you do those kinds of exercises, you really do think about what's good in your life. And I think that when we think back on people, maybe people that were in our life a long, long time, maybe folks that were in our life just for a moment or two, you can probably remember somebody, even if you don't remember their name, that was maybe kind to you or made a big difference for you. And an example for me is a few weeks ago I was going through my old yearbook from high school, and I suddenly came across the picture of a teacher I had. He was my math teacher. He was the basketball coach for the men's basketball team. But for me, he was a really special teacher that really made a huge difference in my life. He was an adult that I felt safe with. He was an adult that I could confide in. And having grown up with a single mom and a dad that wasn't nearby, it was nice to have sort of that role model, that person that was encouraging, was willing to give some advice and just allow me to maybe vent a little bit when I was having a bad day. In high school, that can be a huge thing. But in all of the stages of our lives, it becomes a huge thing to have a person that's just willing to be kind and to listen. And it doesn't mean you have to be best friends. It just means that they're showing that moment of grace for you. But it goes the other way also. If you are going to exude what God wants us to be, we need to show that kindness and grace too. We need to be kind to someone who's struggling that day. Maybe just be aware of who's around us and who might just need a word of encouragement. It doesn't mean you have to be their best friend. It just means you're being kind and encouraging. I think another aspect of this is realizing what is happening in the moment. So sometimes, I know I'm this way, I get so busy, I just forget to stop and realize what's happening around me and kind of live in the moment. Sometimes when we don't stop and live in the moment and recognize what's happening around us, we miss those moments of kindness and grace. And we don't even realize they happened to us or an opportunity where we could be kind to others. I feel like if we could just slow down a little bit, it doesn't have to be all the time. Maybe to start, you pick a time of day where you just stop intentionally and just think about what's happening at that moment, what's going on, and possibly say a prayer and just be thankful for whatever may be good at that moment. And pray about things that maybe need to be fixed or aren't going so well. it's all about our intention in life, our intention in the moment. Just intend on being kind, intend on living in the moment and noticing the kindness of others. The intention of really being a child of God and spreading that kindness and love. Going back to Karen's dad was a perfect example of that, right? He was a gentle giant, maybe a little stubborn at times, but overall he had kindness in his heart, love for his family, a true Christian man who really would reach out and help anyone in need, anyone who just needed him, or maybe a helping hand at the moment. He had a knack for being able to see what was around him at the moment and just embrace it and just have fun with it. I know personally I will miss working with Tom. He was a great person, but I know that he left a huge legacy of love and kindness that radiates not only through his family, but through our church, through his community, through the kids that he knew when he was driving a bus, to the times that he was working in the radio station. All the places in his life that he touched, he left a trace of love and kindness. I hope that we can be like that. We can go through our lives with some level of intention, an intention of kindness and love, and leave that trace, leave that trail behind, so that not only can we receive others' kindness and love, but also give it as well. So thanks for letting me share my thoughts on this Thoughtful Thursday, and I hope that you get to experience some love and kindness and pass it forward.